Welcome Knightline Live with your hosts Jerry Middleton and Rick Fletcher. Knightline Live is filmed in front of a studio audience.
We're on the set of Knightline here in our pre-production meeting. We've got all the players here, and I want to say we're excited to be here because we got a great show. But before we get started, I put out the plea to anybody who went to all three big events this weekend. We had football on Friday, we had cross-country Saturday morning, and volleyball a long ways away, actually an hour 45 minutes away. Whoever got there first was going to be a winner of a free Subway, and we have a winner, the very famous and the very popular Mr. Steve Luby. So, Steve, congratulations.
Thank you.
And we appreciate Steve. You have to know he was Superman on Saturday because we were having technical difficulties. So we appreciate him, and back to the show.
Welcome to Knightline Live. It's Monday, October the 24th, and it's 7:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And last week, well, the Knights teams went out with respect, an end of an era for some seniors, and history was made in several sports. I'm Jerry Middleton, and joining me as usual is Rick Fletcher. Rick, crazy week.
Oh, we've got so much to go over, Jerry. I don't know if we're going to get to it all, but we're going to sure try. Let me just say this. Knights Nation, it's good to be a Knight. Today, it's good to be a Knight. You have some athletes out there that performed over the weekend that you can be very proud of. And we're going to try to talk about all of it tonight. So we probably ought to just get right into it, Jerry. What do you think?
Well, I think so. Let's talk football.
Football, if ESPN ever had an instant classic, Friday night here at Northeastern High School was an instant classic.
I equate it to this, Rick. Apollo Creed, Rocky Balboa.
And they,
back and forth. And Creed takes the early lead, and Balboa comes back. And then, in the end...
All right, let's break it down, okay? We're going to break down the whole game here. First of all, let's set the scene. Heritage Christian, championship pedigree.
Absolutely.
We talk a lot about championship pedigree. That's exactly. They come in here. Nobody gave our team, the Knights, a chance outside of that locker room in there, okay? They came in here. They got a good team.
Yes.
All right? And so the game starts. What happens? All of a sudden, boom, touchdown, Heritage Christian. They're up very quickly within a minute or so, and they just went right down the field.
Well, and they got two guys that are super explosive.
Well, you got speed.
I mean,
a lot of speed.
And number one, which I forget what his name is. Valerio. He has got speed, and he's got more moves than a U-Haul truck.
Yeah, he did. They had made a mistake, and we'll talk about this, of kicking the ball to him on a kickoff, and he put on some moves, and once he got down the sideline, there was no touching him. But he had a lot of moves, speed that you don't necessarily see around these parts, in some of the teams that we play. But And he was good. He was a good football player. He was good hands. He had good hands. He made a couple of catches that were great. They had a good quarterback. They were offensive line was good. They were good all the way around. So that's how the game starts. They get the ball, take it right down the field.
Yep.
Then we get the ball. First play, Carson Terrell's sacked. About an 11-yard loss. Not a good way to start. First of all, you're starting on your own 20. Now you're inside your 10. All right, we go through that scenario. We give up the ball somehow. I can't remember how that happened, but they've got the ball back, and they go right down and score. Okay, we're not finding our footing yet. So all of a sudden, you're down 14-0. To the big Indianapolis private school that comes in here with all kinds of confidence, thinking they're going to run right over you. And as the game started, that's exactly what was happening at the start. All right, so they kick off. we put together a drive, all right?
Yes.
All of a sudden, Carson Terrell is looking like Carson Terrell. Dylan Isaac is doing, these are the things we've been seeing leading up to this game. They put together a little drive, came up a little short, but Luke Higdon comes in and he kicks a 35-yard field goal.
Which is our first field goal of the season.
First field goal, and what a blessing to have a kicker, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Little side comment. So we're down 14-3, all right? Next play, kickoff. Remember that Valerio kid, number 1? He gets it probably on about the 5-yard line. Two shakes later, he's down the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him because he's gone. And we're probably 5 minutes into the game.
Oh, yeah.
They're up 21-3. And if you remember, Jerry, we were both in the press box.
Yep.
If you remember, we're looking at the sideline for the Knights. They look shell-shocked.
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, I don't know if they were or not. We weren't down there, but they look shell-shocked. They came out, and Heritage Christian, they were running on all cylinders.
Well, absolutely. The start of the ball game, everything they were doing, we had no answer for it.
Yeah. Which we'll get to the later part, okay? All right, so they kick off to us. We're finding our offensive swagger back, okay? And all of a sudden, we're moving the ball. They couldn't stop us from that point on. They really could not stop us. We had Dylan Isaacs. He had a great ball game. Carson Terrell, he threw for over 350 yards. We're doing it. Noah Ammerman, probably 150 yards receiving, if not more. So we're doing the things that we're used to seeing on offense. Okay, defensively we're still a little shaky, but offensively we're moving the ball. We take it right down the field. We score 21-10. You're feeling a little better about yourself now at that point because you're not as you see the game unfold, you're not thinking that you can't overcome that, okay? Especially with the way our offense was clicking. You got to come up with a defensive stop, all right? But the way our offense was clicking, we're feeling pretty good about that. Well, we give the ball back to them. They score again, okay? Again, we can't stop them. They had a running back. His name was Jalen Bonds, all right? Sophomore. This was his first game back after being out most of the season.
Now, with that, and the other number 1, he was out the last 2 weeks.
Oh, he was, okay.
With a concussion.
Well, he didn't look concussed on Friday night. He looked good.
So, the video and so forth that we're looking at.
Yeah, no Jalen Bonds. Okay.
None, nobody.
Probably no Valerio in there. Okay.
And so, I mean, that was like their 2 big weapons.
Yeah.
You take those weapons out of the game, and you know what? That score is probably a 45-20 night
going
run.
the other way.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because those were their 2 big guns right there. They came in with a highly touted quarterback, but he didn't really throw the ball that much. They weren't throwing the ball. They were running the ball.
Yeah.
Is what they were doing.
Well,
And
if I had that, I'd run too.
yeah, absolutely.
And stop me. Then I'll throw.
All right, so let's continue on. So they come back. It's 28-10. All right. Now, I can't remember the sequence, but I believe we took the ball back and scored again.
Yes.
All right, so now it's 28-17. They get the ball back. They score again. Okay, so now the back and forth starts. Okay, this is all in the first half, second quarter. So they score. We get the ball back. We drive it down the field. We push it in. Now it's 35-24, probably 3-4 minutes left in the half. We kick off to them.
Yep.
This is a huge defensive series right here. Okay? And what happened was they drove it all the way down to inside the 10, probably about the 6-yard line. At 4th down, I think it was 4th and short, they decided to go for it. They brought in a wildcat formation. And we stopped them.
It did not fare well.
Yeah, we stopped them. and we needed to come up with a defensive stop, and that's exactly what we did in a very key spot in that ball game. Stopped them because you go in, they score there. Now you're going into halftime on a downer, but now all of a sudden, hey, you're in the ball game. You're down by 11. We know we can score. We got to come up with some more of these stops, okay? And so you're feeling pretty good about yourself down by 11. You know you're in the ball game. So there, the Knights go into halftime, feeling pretty good, Jerry. So up to that point, just the offensive shootout was happening.
Oh, and it was. I really don't think anyone thought it would be an offensive shootout.
Well, no, we thought maybe some points could be scored, but not like that.
Well, even the Heritage Christian guy sitting up there, he said, we got 60-plus points in the first half.
Yeah.
He was shocked.
Yeah, we did. In the press box, there was a gentleman from Heritage Christian keeping stats or spotting or doing whatever he was doing. And we had some good back and forth, and it was friendly and everything. But, all right, so we go into halftime. Here's the beauty of this, Jerry. We're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah.
We have a lot of confidence going in on offense now. A lot of confidence. And we're going to get the ball. I'm sitting up there in the press box going, we're going to score. We're going to score in that first possession. We're going to bring this into a one-score game. Now we got a real ball game going on. Well, coming out, we throw an interception. All right, not how you wanted to start. And they take it in. They get it set up around our 30-yard line, and they easily take it in. Now they're up by 18. However, that wasn't the end of the ball game.
No.
They're up 42-24, and the Knights come storming back. And when I say storming, they came all the way back.
Yeah, and more.
And more. And you had a lot of big plays in there. You had a lot of Dylan Isaacs. You had a lot of Noah Ammerman in there, okay? Noah Ammerman came up with a huge defensive play with an interception.
Around midfield,
which stopped the drive. We went back and we scored. He got a little dinged up on that play, but he ran it off and he was able to get back in because, like I said, I don't know how many touchdowns he scored. I know he scored at least a couple of touchdowns.
I think it's 2.
Yeah.
We had 2.
But, at key points of the game, the Knights come all the way back. They score the next 3 touchdowns. Next 3. We're actually up, and now remember, we're down 18 points to the team, private school from Indianapolis. Here we are, just east of the edge of the earth in little old Fountain City, Indiana, in the midst of the cornfields, okay? Where's the Indy Star when you want them there, okay?
Right.
All right? Midst of the cornfield, we drive down the field, get defensive stops, and score 3 touchdowns in a row, convert with a kicker, Luke Higdon, God bless Luke. We had a kicker this year, and we come all the way back. Now we're up 45, 42. Okay. All right, so we're up by 3, and they're going to get the ball back. All right. So you knew they're going to push it down the field. They've got their Valerio, they got their Jalen Bonds going to run, and their capability is. So we need to come up with a stop. Well, they take it down the field. They drive down the field. Probably at that time there was maybe 7 minutes left in the game, something like that. So the quarterback runs. He did this twice that night. He ran a quarterback draw. Okay, this is their quarterback. He can throw, but he can also run. Okay, he ran a quarterback draw. He fumbles the ball, which I didn't realize up in the press back. Fumbles the ball into the end zone, and he falls on it. They score. Now they go up 49-45. Okay, all right. We got plenty of time left. We got an offense that's clicking. Feeling pretty good that we're going to come back. You've got veterans all over the field for us with Carson Terrell, Noah Ammerman, Dylan Isaacs, among others.
Yep.
You got a veteran offensive line that's protecting Terrell. He didn't really, they put some pressure on him, but not a whole lot.
Right.
Okay, that offensive line, they played well. So you got those guys protecting the quarterback. A big play on that drive was Dylan Isaacs, at least a 50-yard reception Took it all the way down to the 2-yard line. So here we are. We're set up, 1st and goal at the 2. Okay? We got 4 shots to get it in the end zone. And, you're feeling good. And the first play, was a running play. Oh, and on that play, Dylan Isaacs, I did notice, he had to come to the sideline.
Yeah.
He was a little shook up. He might have fallen on the ball. Something happens, okay? But he couldn't be in there. So the first play is a running play. They stuff it, okay? There's no gain or maybe even a little bit of loss. So we're at the 2nd down. The second play is another quarterback keeper, I think, if I remember correctly. The 3rd play, we try to throw the ball.
And it was sort of a lob over the middle.
It was well covered.
And defensively, Heritage Christian player, he was in the air.
Yeah.
He was way in the air.
Yeah.
And knocked it away.
They made a good play.
Yeah, they made a great play.
All right, so, it's 4th down from the 2-yard line. Carson Terrell, he takes the ball. He's going to take the game into his own hands, as well he should. He's been the guy all year. That's who you want to have the ball, is a guy like Carson Terrell. So he sprints out to the right. He's heading for the goal line. By a shoelace, somebody tripped him up, and he brings that ball down probably on the 6-inch line, I'm guessing. It wasn't very far down the road. Excuse me.
Oh.
Hey, we've been talking all weekend,
Allergies. And
we'll get into that. But you know what? They left it right there on the 1-yard line or inside the 1-yard line. You know what, though, Jerry? I feel good.
Well, I do too. And I said, to a lot of people today, a lot of the players came in.
Yeah.
They come in here and talk to me for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And they came in and they said, "What did you think?" I said, "Here's what I think." I said, suddenly Northeastern has respect in the Circle City.
Absolutely.
And that's where I came in with respect. Suddenly we have respect because when Heritage Christian went home, they knew they had been in a game.
There was a dogfight.
It was a dogfight. And I told them, I said, and if you're just a pure football fan, that was $7 well spent.
Oh, it was a great ball game. Best ball game we've been to all year as far as high school football. Well, as is our practice, we talked to Wes. Obviously Wes this was right after the loss, and you know what? Good for Wes. He comes up and he talks to us. He gives us his heart. And so we chatted with him. So let's see what Wes had to say. This is quite a lengthy chat we had with him.
5 minutes.
Yeah, so let's go to that right now.
We're here at Northeastern High School in an epic classic. Heritage Christian defeats our Northeastern Knights 49-45. This is the First Financial Bank Coaches Comment Show. I'm here with Coach Oler. Wes, congratulations on a good year. I want to say that. Before we talk about the game, there's a group of seniors around here. 2 years ago, these guys couldn't win a game. Now they're here taking Heritage Christian down to the 1-yard line. Talk about that group right there.
Yeah, that's what we told them. That's the hardest talk of the year, obviously. And there's Coach Halloran put it best. That this group has set a new standard of excellence that our younger guys have to try to live up to. I could be wrong, but I don't believe a team from our conference has ever taken a private indie school to the wire like this in the tournament. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's ever happened. So I think people will see what this group has done and that we were the real deal this year and just came up a couple plays short, but we're down 18 points multiple times in the first half. I think it might have happened again in the second half, and to come back and take the lead and then have a chance to take the lead again with 2 or 3 minutes left is just a testament to this group's resiliency. I mean, they didn't hang their head. I mean, we knew if we could just get a couple stops, we would get back in it. The offensive line and the defense came up. I know everybody's going to think, that no defense was played. We got 3 or 4 stops in a row that put us in position to take the lead. We got rolling there offensively. Dylan Isaacs was a man possessed tonight. Carson Terrell played a great game running the ball and throwing the football. They were really concentrated on Noah Ammerman, and he still had a big night. But we played so well at times, and the biggest thing was this group never quit. I'm not sure I've ever been around a group in any sport that would have come back and taken the lead, when we were down 28-10 in the first quarter. It's this group. It's this group of seniors that it trickles down, and they're leaders and they're fighters, and that they never gave up.
Yeah, you're nailing it right on the head. This team right here showed grit. They showed a lot of character. It was actually 35-10. I believe you guys were down 25 points at one time in the first half, but there was absolutely no quit in this team. And for that, I know the score didn't show it, okay? And you're right about the defense. There were some huge stops that you guys came up with. One was right at the end of the first half when you stopped them on the 6-yard line. Talk about the grit of this team, Wes.
Yeah, I mean, that's the defensive philosophy, has been bend but don't break. And that was it tonight. They're good. They're really good. Their running back hadn't played in like 7 weeks, and so that was somebody we hadn't seen on film. He was obviously a difference maker. And we told them, you can see guys on film, they look good, but when you see them out in the field, they got some special kids. Their quarterback's playing through an injury and still made some huge plays. Number 1 is really, really good.
Yeah. He's got a lot of speed, speed.
Number 4 is really good, and their guys up front, 55, they do a great job. But we did what we thought we could do offensively. Like I said, a game like this comes down to inches, and it's every play of the whole entire game. It's not just the last play of the fourth quarter. It's every single play, and you can't have any kind of letdowns. They just made one more play than we did tonight, and they're well coached. They're a really good group, and they're going to be a tough out in the tournament going forward for sure. But just like I told our seniors, that they've raised the bar of excellency, and our younger kids can just hope to maintain that. And some of our seniors' advice to them was just remember this feeling, and don't let their don't take days off, don't have any regrets, don't leave anything in the tank, all those cliches. But it sucks that it ended for them here, but we had a great season, and like I said, I think this group has kind of put Northeastern football on the map.
Wow, the future looks bright. I know this one hurts, Coach. It hurts us, okay? We're all feeling the tinge of this, but, I'm going to say for at least us, we're very proud of you and your group and your team and your coaching staff. You've done a great job, and it's been a great season. It really has been a fun season. Coming back from the loss, you guys just put it behind you. Got to this point, Carson Terrell on the 1-yard line. Someday you'll look back on this and say, boy, what a team that was. But congratulations, Wes. Really, we'll look forward to next year. After a couple days, you can kind of, get on the other side of this. So thanks for joining us. I appreciate it, and it's been fun all year. And we'll look forward to next year. All right, that's been Coach Wes Oler. I really appreciate Wes being here. It's a tough moment when you lose a tough game like this, but for the Knights, the future is bright, and we'll look forward to that. So we'll talk to you guys, these guys, next year. Back to you guys in the studio.
Welcome back to Knightline Live, and Rick, I want to say this. Our coaches here, in all the sports, win or lose, they'll talk about it.
They're gracious.
Yeah.
Wes, it was tough for him. It had to have been tough.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a team on the ropes and a chance to beat him. It was tough for him, but you know what? He's a great coach. That whole coaching staff, they did a fabulous job with that team. When they got beat by Jerry, their season could have gone south in a hurry, but it went exactly the other way.
Everybody reached down, pulled the bootstraps, and said, "Okay, let's get down to work."
And you know what? That's great coaching right there.
Yeah.
All right, so we got some seniors say goodbye. What a senior group. Every one of these seniors right here were contributing. They were players. They were stars. And so here, let me just name them. Carson Terrell, Luke Higdon came in as a senior. We had a kicker. What a difference a kicker was. What a difference. Caleb Harmon. We're going to see him and Terrell in basketball. Dylan Isaacs, did he come on at the season? He was a superstar, probably the last 6 games of the year. Absolute beast, Dylan Isaacs. Calvin Berhalter, a leader, a man amongst men. Calvin Berhalter, good for him. Justice Hollingsworth, just a staple along that offensive and defensive line. Here's a quiet one right here. Blaine Bry.
Yes.
What a season he had at that defensive end. He was shutting things down all year long. Ethan Neely, just stuck him in the middle and he did his job right there. Noah Ammerman.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know what his stats were, but his stats were otherworldly. As a wide receiver, and again, we said the other night, big interception on defense. So there was Noah, then Isaac Martin, the quiet one. I call him the quiet one. You stuck him on their best receiver, okay? And during the year, he had a big interception in the Centerville game, okay, which got that ball rolling for us. So just solid play all the way around. 2 years ago, these guys got their heads handed to them. When they were sophomores, they played and they got beat badly in a lot of games. But here they are, 2 years later, probably one of the best teams that we've seen around here in quite a while.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So congratulations to them. Future is very bright. JVs were undefeated. There's some good players. They're going to have to reload, okay? They're going to have to replace Carson Terrell, but I have faith that, Wes and the guys, they're going to get it done, and they should be competitive, and I think the bar's been raised, Jerry.
Well, I think it has been, and even the middle school team, I believe, was undefeated this year, or they only had 1 loss.
Well, there's some good talent coming up, and maybe some guys that would want to play now. You always get these stragglers coming in that maybe they want to play.
Yeah.
Like you had Logan White didn't play as a freshman. He played as a sophomore. He's a player.
He's a player.
All right. So, congratulations to football. Your season is done. No reason to hang your heads. It was a great game, great season. TEC champions again. You'll be holding that banner, putting that up there. Jerry, we got to go to commercials.
Well, when we get ready to go to commercial here, I just want to say, we come back, we're going to talk about an end of an era.
Yeah, we are.
We'll be back after these messages on Knightline Live. At Kate's Family Eye Care, we value a family-friendly atmosphere, offering high-quality eye exams. Our expert staff utilizes the latest techniques in eye care. We have a large selection of affordable glasses that are unique to our area. We are proud supporters of the Northeastern Knights and wish all the teams the best of luck.
Go Knights!
Coming together every day to make a difference for you, for me, and everyone in between. Because at Dot Foods, when we celebrate each other's differences and work together to make the community a better place, we become great together. At Dot Foods, what matters to you matters to us, where communities matter. Dot Foods.
13,000 feet has a way of testing a man's soul. After all, you were never meant to take on such an endeavor. That long drop is what separates human from superhuman. That fear is the only enemy, the only thing keeping you from feeling that power in your bones. And here we are, right here, right now. Let's fly.
You're good at motivation, we're good at your insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Dreaming of having more space? With a mortgage from First Financial, you're golden. We keep things simple with friendly, personalized service from application to closing. We'll help you find the right mortgage loan to fit your unique needs. Plus, you can qualify for relationship pricing with an eligible checking account. And since we live in the communities we serve, you can count on our local knowledge to make sure the pieces fall into place for an on-time closing. So stop dreaming and start moving with First Financial Bank.
Welcome back to Knightline Live. And Rick, when I said we're going to come back and talk about an end of an era, and not necessarily for the program, which is cross country, but for a few seniors.
Oh, let me tell you what. Here's what let's talk about the boys first, okay?
Yeah.
The boys are three-time TEC champions, okay? They're also two-time sectional champions. They're also 2 in a row semi-state qualifiers.
Yep.
All right? You talk about championship pedigree. I'll tell you what, Tyler Hostetler and Eric Nolan have got that ball rolling cross country with that kind of performance.
Absolutely. And you know, it was just a phenomenal year for them. I mean, and they went to where they were expected to go.
Exactly, and they did. Their performance was great. Okay, cross country is a family affair. You go to a cross country meet; they are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know, they're competitors. They're all friends. It seems that way because they see each other all the time. They're all set up in their little camping areas, you know, with their canopies and stuff. So it's really a family event. Jerry, we have a lot of video that we're going to show with cross country tonight. We put out a plea. You and I have been putting out these pleas for 2 years now, okay? We put out a plea for parents to send videos, pictures of semi-state, and let me tell you what, parents, you guys stepped up because we weren't able to be there. We were someplace else. But you guys stepped up, and we have a lot of video with pictures and, you know, moving video, and we're going to show it all right now. So if you send in video, you're going to find it in here somewhere. And I thank you, parents, whoever sent these in. I can not tell you how much we appreciate that, and you know who you are, okay? And that's exactly what we're looking for, because we want to show the kids, all right? Nobody wants to listen to us. We've said that. We want to show the kids. So, Nate, we're talking to my executive producer, Nate Fletcher. Go ahead and let's run those videos right now.
That's got one new team right here, man. Yeah. Go girls!
Come on, Marissa! Go, Ava! Good job, Marissa! Good job, Marissa! Let's go, Dakota! Come on, Dakota! Come on, baby! Come on, Chase! Let's go, Chase! Good job, buddy! Keep it up!
Let's go, Connor! Yeah! Let's go!
Logan, good job! Let's go, Logan! Go get him, Logan! Go get him! Good job! Good job, Nolan! Keep working!
Friendship connects you state and officially says Brownsburg, Greenfield Central, Mount Vernon, and Westfield.
Welcome back to Knightline Live. Rick, all those videos remind me of my days of stock car racing at all these tracks and all that stuff. With everybody's milling around and they got their tents up, and I don't know. There probably was some barbecue going too.
Somewhere around there. We're gonna have to do just one of these shows on car racing when you were in it, so that'd be fun. All right, congratulations to cross country. Like you said, an end of an era.
Yes,
we hope maybe a beginning of a new era. Who knows?
Hey, you never know.
Let's say goodbye to the seniors. First on the girls' side, Marissa Cates, 3-time semi-state qualifier. Marissa Cates, she had a great career. We'll see more of her. She's practicing basketball tonight. I was watching them.
Yep.
And she'll run track, I'm sure. So we'll see more of Marissa. We'll talk a lot more about her. But congratulations on the boys. You got Chase Cates, 2022 boys cross country academic all-state honorable mention. 3-time semi-state qualifier, 2 times as a team, 1 time as an individual. Just tremendous. Those Cates twins, Marissa and Chase, just tremendous careers, tremendous kids too. You know, they really are. They're top notch. Yeah. Congratulations to them. Also for the boys, you had Mason Mall. He had a great career.
Yes, he did.
I'm guessing we'll see him in track.
Yep.
All right. Grant Luby, another senior. We'll see him in basketball.
Yep.
Coming up soon. Connor Osterman, Ethan Mills. I don't know if they're in other sports, but I'm guessing they'll run track, since they were in cross country. Congratulations to the seniors. Proud, Knights Nation, parents, fans, everybody. You should be proud of these kids. They showed well for this school right here for a long time. So congratulations to them.
Well, Rick, I think we're going to have to go to some gold level sponsors here.
We are.
But when we come back, as I mentioned earlier, everybody's wondering, what was the history? You'll find out when we come back on Knightline Live. Do you need assistance and you don't know where to turn? We can help. From fixing meals, medicine reminders, personal hygiene, rides to appointments, someone to talk to, and much more. Guardian at Home Servicing, all of Wayne County. All you really want is for your loved ones to enjoy life. Harmon sheds are custom built to your specifications and needs. But wait, there's more! Harmon sheds build privacy fences, decks for your pool, beautifully designed decks for all around your home, and detached pavilions. Let Joe and the crew do all the work, so all you need to do is relax.
This is Rick Fletcher. When my car needs repair, I take it to 715 Simharjan Parkway in Richmond, home of Knuckle Busters. With their ASE certified technicians, Why would you go anyplace else? They repair domestic and imports, air conditioners to Z-bars, Knuckle Buses Auto Repair. Call 765-488-1470 and tell them to go Knights!
Welcome back to Knightline Live, and now we're going to talk history. But before we get there, we got to thank our volleyball parents for giving us some swag.
Nice swag. I love the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Volleyball sectional championship T-shirts right here, folks. That's what we've been wearing. In case you've been wondering, I don't know if anybody noticed when we started.
Well, that's the history.
Well, here we go.
That's only the second time that the Knights have ever won a sectional in volleyball.
Well, there's more history, Jerry, we're going to get into, but let's discuss.
Let's start the sectionals first.
The sectionals. You got a tough draw right out of the gate. You're going up against Union County, and we talked about Union County going into that match, Jerry. Championship pedigree, Union County.
Oh, absolutely.
For a long time. You know, they're used to winning this sectional, used to winning conference, and here we come, the upstarts.
And it's been 10 years since the Knights have defeated them. So you'd have to figure somewhere along the line, the odds were going to swing to our favor.
Well, we didn't know when that was going to be, but as long as I've been around, Jerry, and I said this when we were doing our broadcast, I have never seen a Knights team beat the Patriots in volleyball.
And let me tell you, that pendulum did swing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't by much.
Well, break it down, Jerry. What did we see? First of all, it was 3-0. We beat the Patriots 3-0 that first sectional game, and it was close.
It was close. It was like 25-23.
Yeah.
And then 27-25. I think it was, or 26-24, and then 25-23.
Yeah, it was close. It was tight. It was tense. I mean, you could cut it with a knife. But I tell you what, mentally, that's when we saw this volleyball team grow up right before our very eyes. You know, there were times in the past where they could have folded, and they hung in there. They went in there determined to that match that not on this night, ladies. This is our time right here. And they went in there and they played tough. They played aggressive volleyball, and we live streamed that, so we saw that thing, and they took it to them, and they came out on top 3-0 against an excellent Union County team. So that was the start of playoff run right there.
And then we go to Saturday. I wasn't able to be there.
Yeah.
I was in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
But I took my iPad. I had it set up at the scorers table while I was watching referees, and I was into it.
Wow. I'll tell you, we went to, all right, first of all, in the morning, you beat Shenandoah. Shenandoah was a team that only won 3 matches all year, so you kind of expect to beat them, but when you got there, they had some good players, just what they couldn't play together as a team.
And
so
they gave us fits in the beginning.
There were definitely some fits there. You're wondering, all right, how are we going to handle this coming off the big win over Union County? And, you know, those are all factors. And I'm sure Coach Matt Fisher in that Friday practice, he was, you know, bringing that home to him. You know, you got to go out and win tomorrow. And Knights did what they had to do, won 3-0. They were in control. They were never in any danger of losing a set in that one. You know, it was like 25-17, 16-18 for all 3 sets, something like that. They didn't probably play their best, but they did what they had to do, and that's what you get when you got a championship team. You sometimes, even not at the top of your game, you still find a way to get it done, and they got it done. And so on to Hagerstown, okay? Another team with championship pedigree that's been to the mountain in that sectional and conquered that mountain.
Who had beaten the Knights just a few weeks prior to that.
Yeah, we actually had 2 matches with them. One in the regular season, we won 3-1. Last time, they beat us 3-1 for the Wayne County tourney. So this was the rubber match.
Yeah.
This one had ebbs and flows that are unbelievable. Now, you weren't able to be there, but I'm sure you were
I was
watching. So we take the first set pretty well. Second set was unbelievable. You had to be there. We go down probably 18-9, 19-10. We're down. We're out of this game. We're not going to win this one. We're going on to set 3. We come storming back, Jerry. Storming back. I mean, we take it all the way. Now we work the match. It's like 23-17. Hagerstown's still in control at 23-17. That's a tough nut to overcome there. Olivia Knoll, a little old friend. We're going to talk about Olivia in a minute here, okay? Olivia Knoll comes to the service line. She starts him on a point run. The Knights go up 24-23. All right, Hagerstown 24-24. We're into overtime, and the Knights win that one. I think it was 26-24. Unbelievable comeback. I've never seen it. Okay, I don't know if you've ever seen it in all the years that you've been around.
I've seen some of them.
The Knights were left for dead in that match.
Yeah.
In that set right there, but they came storming back, and what an incredible end to that set right there. Knights go up 2-0. They lose the third set, all right? So that doubt could creep in at any point in time. Not to be. They could take control in the fourth set. They win that match, and celebration was on, Jerry. It was on. They had a rally here at the school for them and celebrated in the gym, and it was fantastic. We had the live stream. We had all the girls up. Everybody was a Subway player of the game that day. Everybody was a player of the game. We had them all up. It was fantastic. So it made this old guy happy.
Well, and that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And then
history continued. You tell us about it, Jim.
Then history continues. So the Knights previously had only played in one regional, and they played against Muncie Brewers and got beat in, I think back then it was only 2 sets.
Okay.
And so they got swept into 2 sets.
Powerful Brewers.
By Powerful Brewers, one of their 26 state final championships.
Right.
And so they lost. And that was an undefeated team. It was 30-0.
Wow. Okay.
So here we go this year, going all the way over to Cascade, which
long drive.
If you want to get there, you can't do it.
Yeah.
So
great facility.
Great facility.
Great facility.
Great host.
Yeah.
So anyway, they're going to play Southmont. Now, Southmont is not what you call a powerhouse volleyball school or anything, but they did win the sectional over 3 opponents who had previously beaten them.
Yeah, so they're sectional champions.
So now after Friday night's football game, you're wondering, did they get some people back that was injured?
Yeah.
So now you're like, who knows? So we get there, and it starts. And lo and behold, Knights win the first set.
Well, and I'm not going to say convincingly, but I say they were in control.
Yeah.
They pulled away at the end, okay? Yeah. And, actually, I think the Knights were in control of the entire match, if we had to be honest about that. First set, they win the first set. I think it was like 25-20. You start feeling good. And they started out quickly, if you remember, 7-0 or something like that. Started out quickly, and they hung on. Back came, it was ebb and flows like volleyball. So back came Southmont. They, tied it back up. We went back and forth with them. Finally, at the end, we pulled away. So we're up 1-0, and history is made right
history
there.
is made by winning just 1 set in the regional. That's the first time ever. Then we go to the second set, and the Knights pretty much dominated that second set.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Pretty much a domination. And then we go to the third set.
Well, third set, we're chasing from behind the whole set. Okay?
We start from behind, and it's like that ball on the hill. It starts rolling, and you start running after it.
Yeah.
You can see it. You can almost touch it, but you just can't get to it, and that's what happened that third set.
Yeah, it just, we only lost 25-23.
Yeah.
Okay? Fourth set, total domination.
Yeah, it was over.
It was over. You could see Southmont in their demeanor. They were done, and because we were putting it to them. We were up probably 15-5 or something, and something like that. We won that one going away. And so the Knights, history in the making, win that regional game. The Knights were the better team.
Yeah.
There was no doubt about it. We saw they had some good players on that team, but our players came to play, and we were running on all cylinders.
And then the setup for the night game.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
You've got Park Tudor and Cecina.
Two powerhouse private schools.
I mean, it was an epic battle of 5 sets. And Cecina comes out with the victory.
Yeah, and it was nip and tuck. The whole the fifth set was close. And I actually thought maybe Park Tudor had better players, but I thought Cecina was a better team.
Yeah.
And it's usually the team wins, okay?
Team wins in volleyball.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. And they're big, and they're you look at Cecina, that's what volleyball looks like right there.
Well, and they were ranked 3rd.
Yeah, number 3. So on to the night match.
On to the night match.
So tell us what happened in that first set, Jerry.
Well, in the first set, I think that you could tell that Cecina came out confident that they were going to be in this. And they sort of take a little bit of a lead. And I'm talking 2 or 3 points.
Yeah, not big.
It's not much. But a little 2 or 3 points, and it sort of seesawed back and forth a little bit. Then all of a sudden, it's 15-15.
Yeah, back come the Knights. And what the first set showed us is this stage is not too big for us.
Right.
We belong here. We're going toe-to-toe with this team. I mean, literally toe-to-toe. We take it to 2017, we're up in this match, and we're serving. Okay, we're up 2017 in the first set. Trying to establish control, go back and forth a little bit. Unfortunately, Cecina, exerted they had talent. They were the better team. Okay, and that came through. They were able to score probably the next. They got to 25. We got to 22. I think 21. Okay, so that's what happened there. But I think what you saw were the Knights saying, you know what? We're not going to just be a stepping stone here. We're going to come out and play. Well, then we get to the second set, Jerry.
Well, the second set comes in, and then it's the gray matter, mental letdown.
Yeah.
Man, we had them on the ropes. We just couldn't get it finished, and now we're thinking about that.
Yeah.
And they come out and make some really good plays real quick, and suddenly
it's a blowout.
It's 25-11.
Yeah.
Boom.
It was a blowout. Okay, there was no question about this set. At this point, though, the Lady Knights could have rolled over and let's go home.
This shows you,
character. It's character of this team.
It's easy to win if there's no adversity.
Right.
And it's not how you win or how you play when things are good. It's how you react to it when it's bad.
Yeah. And they reacted. And they showed just what their mettle is right there. And I tell you what, I was so proud of this team. We lost the third set 25-22, but again, we're 20-20 again. We're tied up at 20. You're in the set. They could have easily just rolled over and said, this team is too good. They're the too much. Not this team right. What we've learned about this team right here is they've got character, they've got grit, they're bold, and when they decide that they want to do something, they do it. So lost the set, lost the match, but congratulations to them, Jerry. We're running short on time. Okay?
Final 8.
All right, but we're going to go ahead here, and we're going to run. We got Brielle Fisher first, and then Matt Fisher, and then we'll come back.
Yeah.
All right, we're back here at Cascade High School. I'm here with senior Brielle Fisher, captain, 4-year starter. Yep. Brielle, it didn't turn out how we wanted, but let's be honest, we had a lot of fun, didn't we?
Yes, we did, and we made history either way, so I'm all right with it.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys in this match right here, obviously Cecina's a big team. We don't see those kinds of teams back where we live here.
A lot of schools we played today were private schools, and we don't really play them during regular season, so it's a really big step up.
Well, you know what? And we're talking to your coach, Matt Fisher, raising the bar. And as a senior, my guess is that's what you can be proud of. You raised the bar. What do you tell the younger players about, all right, here we are. What do you got to do next time you're here?
They better win. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. So now the expectations as they come back next year are going to be a lot higher. A lot of that has to do with you and your fellow seniors, Maddie Osterman, Lauren Nicholson. It's just been a great year. You guys played well. It's fun. You didn't want to lose tonight, but you know what? You guys won today. You couldn't get it done tonight, but it's been a fabulous year. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Fletcher.
All right. So this has been a blast. This has been the Subway Player of the Game. And Jerry and I will be back to wrap this one up. This is the Knights Volleyball Network. All right, thanks.
Yep.
Welcome back to Cascade High School, where the Knights lost 3-0 to Cecina. I'm with Coach Fisher on the First Financial Bank Coach's Comment Show. And Coach, I want to say this. That first set was nip and tuck. The second set, not so much. I think it was a letdown from playing hard.
Yeah.
But what impressed me the most was how hard they fought back in that third set and stayed with it, hit for hit, punch for punch.
And that's what we talked about coming out. Like, no matter what happened today, we just want to be – we know this is the beginning of more to come. And we know our seniors won't be here with us to enjoy that, but they really laid the foundation for what I think is going to be continued success. So, really proud of our girls, how they fought back, how they hung in with, I think, number 3 team in 2A. And they just showed that Northeastern Knights are one of the best teams in the state. We just lost to a better team today. But they deserve all the credit in the world. They dug a lot of balls on that side.
Oh, my, yes.
In transition incredibly well. We didn't adjust as well on some of those line shots till the end, and that's on me. But, I'm just so happy with the girls, the year they've had. We hate to see it come to this, but, we fought till the very end.
Well, Coach Fisher, I'm telling you, what a fabulous job these girls have done all year.
Yes.
And for the parents and the fans who followed them, it was great. We had a great time broadcasting the games, and it was so much fun to see the girls and how much fun they had. That's what gets me. Fun, and we played with intensity.
Yeah, and that's why I told them at the end. I just hope they had a memory that is going to last, and that we made memories this season. And any loss is tough, but there's only one that's going to be happy at the end of the year. So we were just happy to further the ride and really show the girls like how good they've gotten. I even think coming into this match, they were like, do you think we're good enough? Do you think we can? Yeah, you guys can beat anybody in the state. And I'm happy they were able to show that 2 of the 3 sets. I think we were right there and we could have won.
Well, I'll be honest with you. They performed better than what I thought they would. I thought it would be close, but I didn't realize it was going to be, the Rocky Balboa, Apollo Creed punch for punch.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of the girls. I'm proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Your coaching staff and all that. I thought it was a great season.
Thank you.
And you know what? August will be here before you know it.
Yeah, let's turn around and do this again. And thank you to you guys. You guys have been amazing. Everybody behind the camera here. I know you and Rick are in front a lot, but a lot of people that make this work. And I know you guys go above and beyond every time. And I'm thankful for the support. So thank you.
Well, we appreciate it. And Coach Fisher, for the First Financial Bank Coach's Comment Show, thank you for joining us, and good luck next year, and thank you for this year.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Knightline Live, and Rick, we just got some late-breaking information in that the volleyball academic all-state just came out, and Riel Fisher and Maddie Osterman and Lauren Nicholson all got academic all-state.
Well, 3 seniors. We're going to miss those seniors in volleyball. Brielle Fisher became a great leader for this team. Lauren Nicholson, a lot of improvement.
Yeah.
She became that left-handed hitter you dream about. Maddie Osterman, what can you say about Maddie?
She became a beast.
She was an absolute beast. We're going to see her in basketball, too, so we'll look forward to that. The future is bright. You've got Ella Coddington coming back. Hopefully, we want these girls to all come back and be excited. So we Ella Coddington. Big improvement for Ella.
Oh my gosh!
In her not only her physical play but her leadership skills. Lily Null, just a fantastic all around. Emma Neely, the killing machine.
Olivia Null.
Yeah, Olivia Null, just a freshman, high IQ. We talked about that on the live stream, Jerry, with Olivia. She's just a freshman, but very high volleyball
Lauren
IQ.
Stoffren.
Yeah, absolutely. So the future is bright. We'll look forward to that next year. We're running late, Jerry. All right, we have to say a couple things, though. Girls basketball starting up their scrimmage Thursday night, 6 o'clock at Delta. Live stream scheduled so far for us, November 5th. Girls basketball. This whole run for this fall season started with girls golf. They went to the regionals for the first time, I think, in their history. So congratulations to them again, Bailey Whistler and Zoe Klein seniors. And we're going to leave you with cheerleading. Ladies in cheerleading, I'm sorry, we are out of time. We couldn't get it all in. We're going to have more coverage of them, but they qualified for the state championship. First time they've ever been doing this, and they qualify. Congratulations to them, Jerry. Take us out of here because we're going to leave everybody with some cheerleading video.
Well, another bit of history. And with history, you know what it always is. It's always a good night.